Already it's beginning to look like it could be Trump all the way, and it may not be too soon to say all the way to the White House even, and we're not even into Super Tuesday yet. Trump won a series of caucuses over the weekend. Caucuses are a smaller system of election in parallel to the primaries, and these are meetings where participants debate and then decide which candidate they will vote for, and these caucuses end with a secret ballot after the debate. Primaries are a direct vote at a polling station as at an election. Some states use a bit of both primary as well as caucus. Trump won the caucuses convincingly in Missouri, Idaho, Michigan, and the results are entirely in line with the results in the Republican primaries so far, all pointing Trump's way. The final pointer to the nomination is expected on Super Tuesday when 15 states and the American territory Samoa vote. The vote is then expected to confirm Donald Trump as the Republican nominee, as Trump said in Virginia, and not even his critics are likely to disagree there. He is on a rocket to Republican nomination, that at the least. Through the primaries and to a smaller extent now through the caucuses, a state sends delegates to the party summer convention where the presidential nominee is picked. The states have so far put up 10 times as many delegates for Trump as for Nikki Haley, 247 to 24. A Republican candidate needs 1,215 delegation votes to win nomination. On Super Tuesday, 874 delegates will be picked, and Trump seems on present trends to be well on his way to unbeatable numbers. So the focus is shifting already to a runoff between Trump and Biden, and in that scenario, Trump appears already to have advantage. He is 6 percentage points ahead, and repeated polls suggest he would beat Biden convincingly in a direct contest. Just the overwhelming numbers in the primaries themselves point that way. Several states have held open primaries that allow non-partisan registration, which means any voter could vote for a nominee, not just a member of that party, and the results have still pointed Trump's way. Trump could be holding on to a winning argument here, sealing the border with Mexico. Repeated polls suggest that more voters are putting that above any other issue, above the economy even, and that is where Trump is looking strong, not just talking strong, that he always does.
They're coming from the Congo. They come from all parts of Africa, Asia, the Middle East. Last night they had 4 from the Congo. Where in the Congo do you live? I wonder what beautiful place do you live in the Congo? We are from prison. What did you do? Murder.
A border deal Biden proposed would set sharp new limits on border crossings and severely limit asylum applications. Tough enough, but many want tougher through Trump.
And this November, Virginia is going to tell crooked Joe Biden, you're fired, you're fired, get out of here. Get out of here, get out of the White House. Should have never been in the White House.
Trump has refused a Biden offer for bipartisan support to his border deal. Talking tough on the border is working for Trump. He's not about to surrender that for something noble and cooperative. But really, beyond all the particulars on this issue and that, Trump is just looking more energetic than Biden. Not a hard thing perhaps in itself for any candidate to do. It doesn't seem to matter now which candidate talks more sense. What counts is who looks more the winner. At the moment, that looks like Trump.
It's about focusing and preparing and being effective in November. There's not a philosophical divide or an issue divide on those types of things. This is purely on getting the party ready to win in November. The focus is on beating Joe Biden, electing a president, electing a senator, electing Congress people, and taking back our state house. That's what people are focused on.
President Trump 5 times, 3 primaries and 2 elections. I'm planning to vote for him in another election, and I hope to be able to vote for him at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee.
When I was a teenager and I could start driving, I started listening to talk radio, and that just really helped to pump me up and to really solidify my beliefs and my views. I can't wait to vote for Trump again. I have voted for him, like Tim said, every single time. The minute he came down the escalator, with Melania and started talking about securing our border, I was like, this man makes sense. You know, everything that he says makes sense.
I felt that, yeah, it was a little lonely. It was more of a stark contrast than I thought it was going to be. I thought there would maybe be a couple of others. But it is what it is. I didn't like the way that Trump handled himself after the last election, and really that's the whole of it. I think that there's a level of professionalism that should be expected from a former president or a sitting president, and I don't think he showed it after the last election cycle. And if he's on the ballot in the fall, I'll probably still vote for him because I believe in conservative values, and I think that I agree with most of his values more than I would agree with President Biden or their other nominee if one happens to be. But I don't like the way that he handled himself after the election cycle and the loss.